So hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. So guys, if you are preparing for the RB examination of 2023, one thing that will be there in your mind is that government schemes play a very important role. So yes guys, you might have heard this thing from the toppers also as well as from your colleagues who are preparing for this examination. So when I talk about government schemes, it plays a very important role. It is a kingmaker in the phase 2 examination also. Okay? But when I talk about phase 1, is it a kingmaker? If I say you that yes, it is a kingmaker, how can be I so sure on about this specific thing on the kingmaker in phase 1 examination? I will be discussing all and everything about the government schemes in this video. But before that, guys, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of this comprehensive guidebook that we have prepared for you. So you must be devoting more and more your time on searching the things like the resources for the RB examination, the different strategies you must be searching on, you must be searching about the different syllabus pattern that you need to know about the RBA, जिसमें आपका बहुत ज़्यादा time waste होता है. If I talk about this comprehensive guidebook, it will solve all your doubts जो आप within 30 minutes में easily cover कर सकते हो. How? If I talk about the phase 1 examination here, if I talk about chapter 1, you will be getting to know about the RBA. Okay, in which you will be getting to know about the role of the RBI in the economy as well as the promotional structure in the RBI. Then if I talk about the second chapter, which can be really helpful in solving your time, is you want to get to know about the examination pattern, the age relaxation or the eligibility criteria, cutoffs not just for phase 1, you will be getting cutoff for both phase 1 and phase 2 here. Then you will be getting to know about the topics that are relevant for your QRE reasoning as well as for your GA section. Along with that, guys, you will also be getting information about the sources that you should refer for covering the topics like QRE, reasoning, GA, finance, management, each and everything. You will be getting the complete resource guidance here also for phase 1, phase 2, even for your interview. And at the end, guys, you will be getting a 6-step domination formula that how you could dominate this examination. So this thing you can easily read within 30 minutes. So just time के लिए, the time that you are wasting in which searching the videos, like I can say 8 to 9 hours that you are wasting, you can do this thing within this 30 minutes. And for that, you just have to devote 1 second of yours. Yes, just single second. There is a link given below in the description below of this video. Click on that specific link and this guidebook is yours. One thing important, this is absolutely free. Yes, it is absolutely free. So download this guidebook and tell me about your feedback on the same. Now let's discuss about government schemes. So first of all, let's understand about the weightage of government schemes. If I talk about the examination, so phase 1 10 marks, phase 2 30 marks. So phase 2 I am saying kingmaker, 60% of your examination is from government schemes in the phase 2 examination, which means government scheme is playing the key role in the objective part of your examination. ESI, paper 2 ESI, phase 2 examination, government scheme is the key. Now the thing that I've started that in phase 1 also government scheme is a kingmaker. So you must be telling me, sir, out of 80, 10 marks is from government schemes and you are saying me that government scheme is a kingmaker. Are you joking with us? Guys, I'm not joking here. Look at the thing here. If you look at the cutoffs in generally in the GA section is from the range of 16 to 20 marks. This year the cutoff was around 12 marks. Okay, around that 12 marks की near about the cutoff थी. ठीक है जी. So the important thing here is why it is a kingmaker. If you just have prepared government schemes thoroughly, 10 questions are there on government schemes, which can help you in scoring 10 marks. There is a time limitation of 25 minutes to solve these 80 questions. And if you have prepared 10 questions of government schemes, you can easily find out these 10 questions, solve these 10 questions, your 10 marks are fixed. And if you are preparing the other questions, you can solve some more questions, your cutoff is clear. Which means your tension that is there in your mind, whether I could clear the cutoff or not, that could be easily handled by just solving a single thing in the examination, that is government schemes, which is playing a dominant role even in the ESI current affairs that is asking in your government schemes. Because if there is around 28 questions asked from ESI, 10 questions are from government schemes. Okay? So यहाँ पे reasonation, the important thing here is that needs to be realized here is that government scheme can be a kingmaker in the phase 1 examination also, because if you have thoroughly prepared government schemes, it can easily help you in clearing the cutoff of the examination. Now let's talk about what are the hiccups when you talk about government schemes और क्या doubts आपके mind में आते हैं when you prepare for government schemes. Let's talk about the doubts that are there in your mind, that is always there in your mind. And if these doubts are there in your mind, guys, don't worry. It means you are on right track. First question that will be coming to our mind is which government scheme should I cover? Then is how should I approach government schemes? What are the different dimensions of schemes I have to cover when I am covering a government scheme? Third is that from where should I cover the government schemes? What is the authentic source? Should I read newspapers? Should I read multiple newspapers? Should I read ministry websites? Should I read official guidelines? What should I do? Okay, for preparing government schemes. Last but not the least will be that how should I, that is for how many months should I cover the government schemes for the examination, which can really help me in scoring good marks in the examination. Now, let's talk about the first question, which government scheme should I cover? So you have to cover those schemes which are related to your syllabus and are being seen in news. Okay. So first of all, when I talk about related to syllabus, one thing here is, if you look at the RBI notification, the syllabus has been clearly defined about ESI, paper 1 economic and social issues top. The syllabus has been clearly defined in your examination. Okay, sorry, in your notification. Similarly, for the finance also, the syllabus has been clearly defined in your notification. Now let us understand how the schemes could be related to your syllabus. Okay, ji? Take a look at the question. The Sagarmala program was seen in the question that if I talk about this thing, it is related to a syllabus of human development in ESI, social services in India, human development, it is related. Then if I talk about National Apprenticeship Training Scheme that has been asked in your examination, it is directly related to syllabus of employment generation in India, paper 1 ESI growth and development, subtopic employment generation in India. Third, if I talk about PMJDY, so you must be wondering whether finance syllabus, whether is there any scheme that is being asked from finance or not. Look at the thing here. It is being directly related to a syllabus of finance, that is financial inclusion. PMJDY, directly related to financial inclusion. Which means when you are approaching a government scheme, you should first of all be thorough about your syllabus. So note down this first point, thorough about the syllabus, and then keep on finding the scheme, whether that scheme is relevant for the examination or not. ठीक है जी. If I talk about agriculture schemes, क्या relevant है? Because it is being defined in the syllabus Indian agriculture. That is why Indian agriculture schemes are being asked in the examination. Okay. Now, let's talk about whether the second point, the schemes should be there in news. If I give you an example here, look at the thing here. The question on PMJDY has been asked. So let's see the thing here. ठीक है जी. So see. PMJDY, it is being seen in news on 26th of April. If I talk about the next question, that is on PM Swanidhi scheme, again let's talk about this thing. So PM Swanidhi scheme, 27th of March scheme has been extended. It is again seen in news, which means the schemes that you are referring should be there in the news. That you have to refer. It's not that you have to cover the schemes in a very haphazard manner. आपको scheme news में देगी, वही आपको cover करनी है. That is the second point here. So this tells us the first question, which government scheme should I cover? It should be schemes related to syllabus and it should be in news. Now, how to cover a government schemes, or which dimensions you should approach for a government scheme? The answer to that is, guys, based on the papers of past 5 years analysis, we have analyzed that which are the dimensions you should keep focusing on. The thing are like, you have to first of all, the questions that could be asked on identification of a scheme. You have to identify the scheme. But for getting to know about the identification of a scheme, you should be thorough about the topics like the eligible beneficiaries, because this could help you in identifying the scheme, like eligible beneficiaries, nodal ministry, launch year, funding pattern, objective of a scheme or key feature of a scheme, budget allocation of a scheme, tagline of a scheme, restructuring or amalgamation or something, updation has been there in a scheme, that you need to know about a government scheme when you are preparing. Okay, and if I talk about the most important thing here is identification of a scheme. Why? If you look at the phase 2 examination, 1 mark questions that have been asked, all these questions were case study based questions. So in case study based questions, you have to be very thorough about a scheme, because first thing is you have to identify the scheme. When you will be identifying the scheme, then you can answer that specific question. So this is the important thing here. You have to be very thorough when you are preparing for a scheme. Note down these points and cover these points whenever you are preparing the government schemes. So now, if I give you an example here also, the questions that could be asked here, look at the thing here. Day scheme, the question has been asked in the examination, and the question was, what does E in day stands for? That is, we have to identify the scheme, what does E in day stands for. Then if I talk about the other question, on PMJDY, there was 3 statements. It was a statement based question, but the question was asked just from a single dimension, that is about the objective of a scheme. So from objective of a scheme, this question has been asked in your examination. Okay, but could it be a thing like that, even if we talk about in the examination, that in a single question they have asked multiple dimensions of the scheme? Could this be a thing? The answer to that is yes. Let's look at an example here. There is a question on National Apprenticeship Training Scheme that I've just shown you even just before this slide also. Now let's look at the question that has been asked here. Extension has been done for the scheme. It is a scheme under Ministry of Skill Development and it provides rupees 9,000 per month. So if you look at the three dimensions that have been asked in the question are the current development, statement number 1. Statement number 2, nodal ministry has been asked. Statement number 3, objective or key feature of a scheme has been asked, that is it provides rupees 9,000. So which means if you have thoroughly prepared, it's not a single cheez आप देखोगे तो आपको cover हो जाए, नहीं. You have to cover all these dimensions when you are covering a scheme. This is the most important point that you have to note down, and it's not just for phase 1, it's both for phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination. So the second question is again resolved. How to cover a key scheme or which dimension should I cover? These are the dimensions that have been mentioned here that you have to cover for a scheme. Now comes the third point, which source should I refer? So if I talk about the recent examination, 10 marks were there in the phase 1 examination, 30 marks were there in the phase 2 examination. And out of these, if I talk about 9 marks of paper in the phase 1 was from PIB and 26 marks of paper in phase 2 was from PIB, which means PIB is a kingmaker here. So is it PIB? The answer to that is yes, PIB is a kingmaker here, but only PIB? I will be coming to that also within a few seconds. Let's talk about the question here. These two questions I've discussed with you. Let's talk about PMJDY, the question that has been asked. Let's look at the link. Okay, PMJDY, because the 7 year of scheme has been covered, 26th of April this scheme was seen in news. Look at the thing here. Okay, the OD limit has been doubled, increase in upper age limit, and the RuPay card installment kitni hai? 2 lakh. So this is the thing that has been asked in your examination just from this specific link. Now let's talk about the next question, PM Swanidhi scheme. So again, if we look at the article, 27th of April this thing was seen in news. Okay, ji. First statement has been asked is it has been extended till December 2024. The statement is just from the heading of a news. Then increase amount kitna hua tha? It has been increased from rupees, loan amount has been increased to rupees 8100 crores, not 10,000 crores, which means the third statement is wrong. Third statement is from here. Second statement, beneficiaries. Look at the thing. It is expected to benefit nearly 1.2 crore citizens of urban India, which means from this article you have seen that question, the statement of this question is being made from, that is from again from PIB. Now comes the second important question, is only PIB relevant? We do not have to follow any other sources. Guys, the answer to that is no. Reason is yes, PIB is a primary source. You have to refer PIB, but complement PIB with the sources like the Hindu as well as ministry website, because this could also really help you in covering the thing. Okay? Complement PIB with these two sources, that is newspaper. If I talk about, you could refer the Hindu with one newspaper and the ministry's website. Let's talk about the example here also. So this is the question that has been asked in your phase 2 examination on One Nation One Ration Card scheme. 4 questions were asked on ONORC. Okay, ji? Now, if I talk about the 3 questions here, that is about the prime minister, that is which award it has won, number of states that have been implementing ONORC, and under which act this ONORC is being implemented. Let's look at the link from PIB that is there. It is a scheme that is there on 22nd of April. TKG, One Nation One Ration Card, just from the heading. It has received the award for excellence in public administration for 2020, but they have not asked this question. What they have asked the question is, they have received this award on which day? On 15th Civil Services Day, this award has been given. That is a thing in PIB. Then if I talk about the second question, it is a scheme under National Food Security Act. And as on February, 35 states or UTs have implemented the One Nation One Ration Card scheme. Now 3 questions are covered here. If I am saying everything is covered from PIB, the answer to that is not. Let's again come back to the question here. Look at the question that has been asked here. It says in case of non-supply of quantities of food grain measures, under which of the following act these allowances are basically being governed. So now this is not being directly asked from PIB. It has been asked from the official website of National Food Security Act. If we look at about the National Food Security Act, here it has been mentioned about the food security allowances. In case of non-supply of the entitled quantities of food grains or meals, this thing will be allowed under the food security allowances rules of 2015. This proves us the point that yes, PIB is important, but PIB again needs to be complemented with the newspapers as well as the official ministry website. That is the one thing here. Now let's talk about the other important thing is we know that from where we should cover. Okay, ji? If I talk about the next thing, which ministries are important for your examination? Because when I talk about which sources, you must be wondering because many students keep on wondering कि क्या मुझे सारी schemes पढ़नी है or whether I should read some specific ministries. That will be all. The answer to that is guys, you have to read all schemes irrespective of ministries for your examination. For phase 1 it should be 5 months and for phase 2 it should be 8 months. Now comes the second question. If I have to cover all schemes and I am new to scheme, I do not have a time to cover all these schemes. Could there be a shortcut also? The shortcut is also there. You have to cover these schemes which you cannot leave. These are the ministries which you cannot leave, but the condition is there. The scheme of this ministry should also be there in this news. For phase 1, past 5 months. For phase 2, it's 8 months. This should be the thing here. So when I talk about the thing here, the ministries that you cannot leave are Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Education, Social Justice and Empowerment. We have seen a question this year also. Ministry of Urban Development, Ministry of Child and Women Development, Ministry of Labor, Environment, Agriculture, External Affairs. One thing that could be added here is Ministry of Finance that you cannot leave. These are the ministries that you cannot leave when you are preparing for the examination. But is these ministries enough? The answer to that is no. Answer is this. You have to cover all schemes irrespective of ministry if you have to cover the government schemes in a very holistic way. Okay, ji? Now, I'm talking about phase 1, 5 months, phase 2, 8 months. How can I be so sure about the coverage? Let's think about the thing is. If I talk about the phase 1 examination, out of 10 questions, 7 questions were asked from last 3 months and 2 questions were asked from 3 to 6 months. There is only one question that has been asked beyond 6 months. Okay? So, which means I can say beyond 5 months. Here it should be 5 months. Beyond 5 months, only one question was asked. Now, let's talk about phase 2 examination. If I talk about 30 marks, 20 questions were there in the examination, which were carrying 30 marks. 17 questions are from last 6 months. 2 questions are from 6 to 8 months, and there was only one question in the examination which was beyond 8 months. So now is a very important thing here. Whether I should cover this thing, whether I have to cover whole schemes of past 2 years or past 11 years or past 11 months or past 12 months or past 15 months, the answer to that is no. Guys, the return of output there is very, very low. This is the reason we always recommend to the student that you have to cover those things where return of output is high. That is the thing here. If I talk about the months here, so these months for phase 1, 3 months, for phase 2, last 6 months, the return of output is very, very high here, and you cannot leave any scheme that is there in these months for this respective phase of your examination. So here, concluding this thing, phase 1, 5 months is a desirable coverage, but most important are last 3 months. For phase 2, the desirable coverage is of last 9 months, and the most important are last 6 months. So which means you have to read schemes up to last 9 months before your examination, but the important is last 6 months are the very, very thing important here. Now many of you might be wondering, sir, कब से calculate करना है? That is 1 week before your examination. Mark down these dates. 1 week before your examination, 6 months for phase 2, 3 months for phase 2 are very important. Desirable coverage is 5 months and 9 months. So guys, with this we have concluded all our doubts that are there in our mind regarding the government schemes. So I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, guys, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get to know about many other videos that we are bringing to you regarding the examination. Then you can also subscribe to our Telegram channel also, guys, to get the access of the PDF of the lectures that we are providing you on our YouTube channel. Still, if you guys have any kind of doubt, guys, you could drop me an email at hello@edutap.co.in. You could even have a call with us on the number that is 81462072441. If you have liked this video, guys, kindly share the video with your friends also, okay, so that they can also get the help. Okay, they can also get to know about the doubts that they have in the mind about government schemes, and that they can also resolve. I hope, guys, this lecture is fruitful for you. So keep preparing hard. Wishing you all the best for your examination. Bye bye.